Hey there, everyone. I'm meteorologist Bill Kelly. It is 10 o'clock here, and we are streaming to you live. Going to give you a comprehensive update as to what's going on. First of all, our camera here in Camden County, looking at 42, connecting with 275. Everything is just soaked out there. The rain continues, and I am tracking the line of the heaviest rain that we've been telling you about all day long. In fact, here's our radar, and it's this line right here that you see the red, and it's just in this sliver, and there's even a little bit of the white in there. That's an indicator that the radar is picking up some very small hail as well. And currently, as we zoom on down, you can see that line is right here into Bucks County, lower Bucks County specifically, making its way toward Middletown, Levittown, Fairless Hills. And what I want to do is I want to show you, I'm going to use our info tool here, and we can sample how heavily the rain is coming down. If I take the sample of this red right in this line here, I mean, this is where the radar is picking up rainfall at 1 to 2 inches per hour. Now, this is not going to line in your area for a full hour, but it just shows you how heavily that is falling. And that line continues to roll on down into sections of Camden County, Gloucester County, Burlington County. It's now making its way into Atlantic County. Here's a look at that hail potential. It's not severe hail, but it's certainly strong enough around Millville right now, over the bay. And this is all approaching Cape May and Atlantic and Ocean County, up into Ocean County as well. So all of our shore locations, you're going to be dealing with this line, which has a very strong wind with it, like you don't have it already. This is going to be in the next hour or so. It is moving from the west to the east, generally speaking. Behind it, we're not completely done, but you will notice a dramatic difference. In fact, you can see that here on our wind gust map. We have a gust right now in Atlantic City at more than 50 miles per hour. Trenton at 56, 33 in Philly, so that's down a little bit, but you can see behind it a much different story where wind gusts are 20 to 35 miles per hour. Let's go back over and talk a little bit more about what you can expect. So Futurecast picking out that line, rolling on through, as I mentioned, over the next hour. It's down the shore, cutting across through Burlington and Ocean County, and by about midnight, it is out of here, and we switch things over to some spotty showers. The bulk of the rain will be ending in a couple of hours. We're still in that window we've been telling you, 8 p.m. through about 11:30, that we're dealing with the strongest of the impacts. And we've already had almost 2 inches of rain in Philadelphia, 1.52 in Trenton. Wilmington, you guys, 2 1/4 inches of rain. Mount Pocono, almost 3 inches of rain just today. That does not account for any of the melting of the snow that was up there, which is going to be significant, and widespread flooding continuing to go on. So again, here's a bigger look. You see the heavy line. This is this one right here that I focus locally. You get back just into our western zones, and the rain is starting to come to an end. And so we do see a nice change ahead, but look at this map. The light shades of green, brand new. National Weather Service has extended the flood warning well back to the west and now to the east to include Atlantic County and Ocean County, all of Burlington as well. This up till 3 o'clock in the morning. Practically everywhere in our region has a flood warning right now and going for several hours. Last but certainly not least, just walking you through the wind gust forecast. Here we are, 10 o'clock. Winds down the shore, 50+ miles per hour, and that goes through all of South Jersey. But as this system makes its way to the east, still keeping it there through 11 o'clock, but starting to taper off down the I-95 corridor by midnight. For the most part, a lot of our winds will start to calm down around our region. They're not going to die off entirely, but it will just go from windy and high wind warnings to a little bit on the breezy side. We do want to show you some video we got in. Take a look at this. This is from Westmont, Camden County, New Jersey. You can see some of the wind actually blowing across the road there in addition to the rain. We just want to remind you, if you're going out tonight, take it slow. Be careful. I know you know this already, but man, if you're not paying attention, you're driving, you're not thinking about it, you hit one of these larger ponds, then you start getting into some hydroplaning, and then you can get into a big problem. We want to get out to CBS News Philadelphia reporter Alicia Roberts down live at the shore right now in Ocean City. We saw your report earlier, Alicia, and you had mentioned it almost feels like you're in Florida covering a tropical part of this system.
Yeah, good evening to you, Bill. Things have certainly worsened here along the Ocean City Boardwalk. In fact, we had to step off the Ocean City Boardwalk. It was simply a wind tunnel. It was getting to be just too dangerous. The wind really screaming off the ocean. We're currently under a pretty heavy rain and wind cell band right now. It's pretty difficult out here conditions. You can honestly just kind of see the rain coming down in sheets blowing off the roadway. There's localized ponding. A lot of those storm drains really rushing right now. Wind has been the early story tonight. We've seen that wind kind of screaming across the boardwalk. You can see trash cans blowing off the boardwalk, those street signs kind of bouncing against their metal poles. Anything that's really not bolted down right now is in jeopardy for being tossed around. But storm surge here is still expected to crest. High tide here in Ocean City is not until 6:30 tomorrow morning. So as this heavy rain continues and the threat for more flooding continues, certainly neighborhoods up and down the Jersey Shore are seeing that threat for flooding. High tide storm surges continue tonight. So right now here in Ocean City and across the shore, we're really kind of in the thick of it. If you don't have a storm plan in place, now is really the time to make sure you are hunkered down and safe, because really the worst of the storm is certainly over us right now. And again, we are seeing those high winds, those heavy rains come barrel down the shore points, and you can feel that this storm is battering the coast right now. Bill, we'll send it back to you.
Appreciate you guys going out there and covering that, and I know you guys are both pros and you've been doing this for a while, staying safe. Thank you so much for what you're reporting out there. A quick look at our 7-day forecast. This will wind down tomorrow. It is still breezy, if not windy. The rain is clearing out, though. We have another weather alert Friday night and into Saturday. It's a very similar system, primarily rain-driven. These temperatures are going to warm up to 50 degrees by Saturday morning, and that's where our high is going to be in the morning, and then they drop on down. But with the ground as saturated as it is, that is something that's worthy, in my opinion, of a next weather team's opinion, of a weather alert. And then next week, this may transition to a cold system. We may be talking about some snow as we get into Monday and Tuesday. Thank you so much for joining us on this extensive cut-in. We're going to see you back here again at 10:30.